You guys are having a very good Saturday. At least here in Houston, Texas, things are really, really hot and starting to be really, really humid. I didn't even know why I have this, jacket on. I guess just for the show. Now, when you look at the price, lately things are. People will use bearish at the term, but I believe for AMC, when it comes to AMC, you can't use the term bearish. Even if this is what the street and some of the mainstream media and some of the analysts on Wall Street want you to believe, because we know that they've been coming with some ridiculous price targets, like AMC is going back to $1. I mean, seriously, does that even make sense by looking at the math, even without a short squeeze? Like, are you really, really, really comfortable sitting there calling yourself an analyst and telling that AMC will go back down to $1 price? I mean, this is not Terra Luna. Now, let me show you how things are actually pointing to why this may be a repeat of what we saw a couple of months ago, in the back of of the price shooting to the moon. So when you jump into tip ranks is this this platform which gives you, it summarizes all the analysts, price target and what they think about where the stock is going. And AMC has an average, with the moderate sell. So nobody's calling this to be buy. You can see 0 buy, 2 hold, and 3 calling on to sell. And we have the highest price target around $16. And this was since AMC was still, sitting around 50, 40, $35 a share. And then you have, people calling on to 1. So when you do the average, you were sitting around $7.67 a share. Now, what is also funny is when you read the analysis, and the reasons why they're calling on AMC to go back to whatever the price, $1, $2, $4, $5 may be, they take into consideration, the new, streams of incomes coming from, popcorn business, coming from maybe cryptocurrency, coming from, attendance improving as we have new box office movies getting out. I mean, have you looked at the numbers around a Top Gun 2? This is really, 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 encouraging and bullish for the company. Now, they're not talking about the millions of shareholders holding and still buying AMC week in and week out. They are not talking about, the different acquisitions that AMC has been doing and it's potentially going to do in the future. They're not talking about, everything and how AMC is positioning itself to pay the huge debt that they are kind of, wondering like a Damocles sword, like, this is going to be impossible, But what is funny about that is also that when you look at Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Finance has been increasing actually its 1-year price target. It went from 2, to 5, and then, 7, and now they're always close to $10. As of March 6, 2020, as of today, it's around $10. So why some people are seeing this going down, some others are seeing this going up? Well, because maybe if you pay attention, when the price was sitting around 14, 15, 16, there were no news. Even when the market was significantly going down, AMC was still, even if it was red, it was still hovering, at around 13, 15, 16. And all of a sudden, it goes back down to 10. When also, Terra Luna is going back down from $1 and almost $20 to 0. All right. So if you kind of, connect the dots in between some of these events, it's a no-brainer that some of these analysts may be working in collusion because, even if they were not working in collusion with the hedge funds, they may be working and putting those, articles out there because it is kind of trendy. It's following the trend because the share price is going down. But the reality is, the more I see those things, the better and the more comfortable I am in holding my position because I absolutely know that, man, this is definitely horse crap. Let me finish with this. Oversold conditions for AMC Holdings. This is from the NASDAQ.com. Legendary investor Warren Buffett advises to be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. And we can try to measure the level of fear and a given stock with the RSI, Relative Strength Index. And for the trading trading day on Wednesday, AMC had an RSI around 29.1. This is oversold territory. And because there were no news, because there were no event, because there was nothing happening to explain this huge jump into oversold territory in just a matter of 2-3 days, I bet you that it's going to bounce. It's already started bouncing as we saw that. But this tells me that by looking at the technicals, by looking at, the RSI, by looking at some of these, artifacts, we can be expecting the price to jump. Because if you look at the whole market, this is the S&P 500, which has been down almost 14, 15%. 18%? Yeah, 18% so far this year. It's only RSI is around 33.3. Just to tell you how oversold AMC is. So another reason to expect a sharp rebound. But as always, nobody can tell you exactly when that will happen, because with AMC, it's just a ticking bomb. Anytime, man, anytime.